Welcome back to Gear Shift Hub, the channel where torque meets tech, and where the love of riding always takes the front seat. If you've been watching the Rebel series evolve over the years, you probably knew something big was coming, and here it is, Honda's latest middleweight cruiser, the 2025 CMX850 Rebel. It's bold, it's refined, and it just might be the perfect sweet spot between urban rideability and open-road power. Since the Rebel 500 launched, Honda's made it clear that simplicity and accessibility can coexist with serious styling. Then came the Rebel 1100A, a beefier, more muscular take with big bike power. The 2025 Rebel 850, it slots right in the middle, offering the best of both worlds: a lighter than the 1100, more muscular than the 500, and arguably more balanced than either. It's designed for those who crave a mid-size cruiser that doesn't compromise on performance, comfort, or technology. Let's talk powertrain. Under the skin, the Rebel 850 packs a retuned version of Honda's trusted 1084cc parallel twin engine from the Africa Twin A, but here, it's dialed down to 850cc for smoother, cruiser-style delivery. It's a liquid-cooled SAC unit that produces around 75 horsepower and roughly 70 Nm of torque. And let's be honest, that's more than enough to satisfy both daily commuters and long-distance adventurers. The power delivery is remarkably linear, and that low-end torque makes accelerating from a standstill feel satisfying without being intimidating. What makes this engine special, though, isn't just the numbers, it's how it behaves. It's refined, it doesn't rattle your bones at low RPMs, and it purrs confidently at highway speeds. The exhaust note is deep and throaty, not too aggressive, but with enough presence to remind you you're riding something with real muscle. The vibrations are minimal thanks to internal balancing, and the throttle response is silky smooth. Honda also brings in its dual-clutch transmission, or DCT, as an option on the CMX850. Now, this is where things get interesting. If you're new to DCT, imagine a fully automatic transmission that can also be shifted manually via paddle-style triggers. No clutch lever, no foot shifter, just twist and go. It's one of those features that, once you try it, can be hard to walk away from. For city riding or stop-and-go traffic, it's a blessing. And for riders who want to focus more on the experience than on the mechanics of shifting, DCT opens up a new kind of freedom. Of course, Honda also offers a 6-speed manual variant for those who love the tactile connection of a good shift. The Rebel 850 comes with selectable riding modes: A Standard, Rain, and Sport, allowing the rider to customize throttle response, engine braking, and DCT behavior. These modes are easy to switch on the fly, and they make the bike feel adaptable to whatever road or weather condition you're in. The electronic suite also includes traction control and ABS as standard, and no surprise, but definitely appreciated. Now let's move to the chassis and ride quality. The CMX850 uses a steel tube frame very similar in design to the 1100, but rebalanced for the slightly lighter engine. It features a low 27.4-inch seat height, a classic Rebel DNA, which makes flat footing at stops easy even for shorter riders. It gives you that low, planted cruiser feel without sacrificing maneuverability. The front suspension consists of beefy 43mm telescopic forks, while the rear gets twin piggyback-style shock absorbers. The ride is surprisingly supple, soaking up road imperfections without that floaty, disconnected feel you sometimes get in cruisers. It's stable, confident, and corners far better than you'd expect. With a curb weight of around 215 kilograms, it's lighter than the Rebel 1100 and easier to toss into a lean. Braking is handled by a single large disc up front with a radial-mounted 4-piston caliper, and a rear disc out back. The feel is progressive, with enough initial bite to give you confidence, even in emergency stops. It's not razor-sharp like a sport bike, nor should it be, but it's responsive and well-tuned to the bike's weight and character. Now, styling. This is where Honda nailed it. The 2025 Rebel 850 carries forward that stripped-down, bobber-inspired look that's become the series' trademark, but here, it's been refined. The LED headlight is slightly redesigned with a more aggressive stance, and the new tank shape is sculpted to emphasize the bike's width and presence. There's a clean digital LCD display, now sharper and more legible even in bright daylight, and the switchgear is ergonomic and intuitive. The matte paint finishes are available in midnight blue, gunmetal black, and crimson red. They look premium and are designed to hide minor scratches and smudges. The fenders are cut short and the seat is a classic solo-style saddle, with the option to add a pillion or luggage rack through official accessories. What's great is that Honda has leaned into modularity. Want to tour? Slap on the optional saddlebags and a windscreen. More of a solo city rider? Keep it stripped down. Either way, the bike supports personalization without needing major aftermarket modifications. And yes, that sounds amazing. Whether you're on the manual version or the DCT, you get that signature Rebel low and thump with a bit of growl on the acceleration. Honda's tuned the intake and exhaust just right to keep the riding experience visceral without being obnoxious. Let's talk numbers. The 2025 Honda CMX850 Rebel starts at approximately $9,399 for the manual version, and $10,099 if you opt for the DCT. That pricing makes it incredibly competitive in the midweight cruiser market. It's cheaper than most comparable American options and punches well above its weight in terms of technology and refinement. Considering the features, the engine, and the Honda reliability factor, it offers excellent value. Fuel economy is another win, estimated at around 52 miles per gallon or 22 kilometers per liter, depending on riding style. That gives you a comfortable range of over 200 miles with a 3.6-gallon fuel tank, which is ideal for weekend rides and occasional road trips. So, who is this bike for? Honestly, a wide range of riders. If you're stepping up from a Rebel 300 or 500, the 850 is a logical next step. If you're downsizing from a big touring machine but don't want to lose comfort or confidence, the 850 has you covered. It's also ideal for riders who want the torque and presence of a cruiser without the back-breaking ergonomics or massive footprint. And let's not ignore the biggest selling point: versatility. This is a cruiser that doesn't feel confined by its category. It's nimble enough for daily commutes, muscular enough for highways, and stylish enough to make a statement. The DCT version opens it up to new riders or returning riders who want ease without sacrificing control. And the customization potential means it can evolve with you. So, is the 2025 Honda CMX850 Rebel worth it? In a word, absolutely. Honda has taken the core DNA of the Rebel series and fine-tuned it into a bike that feels grown-up, premium, and purposeful. It's not trying to be something it's not chasing retro, it's not mimicking American cruisers. It's doing its own thing, and it's doing it very well. Thanks for riding along with us here at Gear Shift Hub. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe for more two-wheeled content, and drop a comment. Hey, would you choose the manual or DCT version of the Rebel 850? Until next time, stay safe, ride smart, and keep shifting.